A lot of my traumatic experiences was from the age of 7 to the age of 15. I never had a relationship with my mom, a healthy one anyways. And with my dad, things were rocky on and off, and thank God that relationship's healed now. My parents divorced when I was 7 years old, and my mom is mentally ill. She's not well. And so she took me at 7 years old and left my brothers with my dad and just took me. She was so unstable that from 7 till 11, I didn't know if I was gonna eat. I didn't know where I'd be sleeping. I didn't know where we would live because we couch hopped she couldn't hold a job down, so we moved from place to place constantly. I didn't know what kind of mom I'd wake up to. Sometimes she was okay, and sometimes, it was a nightmare. I think I was probably 9, and we lived at a house close to a gas station. And the gas station guy and I had like a friendship because she wouldn't cook. There was no food in the house. So I'd walk to the gas station and grab one of those frozen microwave burritos, and that was the food I ate for the day. Once he caught on to kind of how bad things were, I guess I don't even remember telling him, but he just gave me food. He would just give me a bag of food and let me take it home. She married into an abusive relationship, which he had 2 kids, and we all lived that together. We would take night shifts. We would all sleep in the same bed, take night shifts because we were scared of who was going to get beaten or what was going to happen. So we would quite literally, the boy was younger than me and the girl was older than me. One of us would stay up, one of us take a nap, one of us stayed up, one of us took a nap. I just felt like that big, deep, dark hole of my childhood just kept swallowing me. And there was no daylight, no out. So at 16, I found myself homeless, couch hopping, friends to friends with a single suitcase to my name. Not knowing what I wanted to do, but knew I had a brother in Hawaii, so I was gonna go live with him. And then my family that's on the Outer Banks, Rick and Gail, I wanted to come and say bye to everybody because I knew Hawaii's on the other side of the world. And I think when I came here, I think everybody slowly realized just how much I had been through, and they decided to let me live with them. I think that's the first time I was introduced into a normal household, and I felt foreign in that. I didn't know how to take that. I didn't know what a normal household looked like. I didn't know what love looked like. My parents, they went to church. My mom went to church. The God that I knew with my mom was abusive and angry and mean and didn't love me. And I had no idea who God was, whether he loved me, whether he existed. I think the love that they showed me was God, was Jesus, and having to learn and accept how God loves and that there aren't strings attached. I think that was for sure the first big glimpse of God and his love in my life. Jesus has been with me since that time in almost every way imaginable. My life is nowhere near where I thought it would be. The last 6 years, I would say, have been overwhelming peace. Almost I feel like I'm walking on a cloud compared to the rest of my life. And I'm so grateful, and the rest of my life kind of it just doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like a life that I've lived. And I attribute that all to his peace. I'm not anxious. I don't feel like I carry a ton of weight or burdens from what I've been through. If he was just a man and had just lived and died, then I would, in my life and the path that I was on, everything that had happened, if he was just a man, he lived and died, then I would not be here. I believe Jesus is so much more than that. I think he is our creator. I think he loves us unconditionally. I don't think he's the cause for bad and evil that happens to us. And I do think I do know he can create beautiful things from really bad circumstances.